Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to a Hall of Fame induction video. This is Hall of Fame induction actually for July. Completely just haven't found the time to do it, as bad as that sounds. But this is the Hall of Fame induction video for the Ravishing one. Ravishing Rick Rude. That is the Mattel figure that we recently reviewed for Ravishing Rick Rude. Really good figure actually. It says simply Ravishing on the back. And it's got that really smart robe and everything. So I'm going to pop that to one side. I've got loads of information about Ravishing Rick Rude. There's quite a few of you, I'd imagine, that won't have heard of Ravishing Rick Rude. And sadly he passed away in 1999. So, you know, he's not been around for, 17 years. One of the first matches I ever saw was the Ultimate Warrior against Ravishing Rick Rude at WrestleMania 5, and it's one of my favourite matches. Not because it's one of the all-time greats, but it just introduced me to, a face, a heel, a well-worked match, storytelling within that match. And as I said, it was one of the first kind of matches I saw, and I still enjoy it to this day. It's we'll do like the 3 matches you should check out for Ravishing Rick Rude later in this video, but spoiler alert, that one is going to be part of it, because it made such an impact on me. That event, WrestleMania 5 in particular, and that match in particular. I don't know why. I think the Warrior obviously played a large part in it, but it really resonated with me, and I knew I wanted to watch more. So this is quite a special induction for me. I'm really pleased that you guys voted for Ravishing Rick Rude to go into the Hall of Fame. There will be another poll very soon, and we'll decide who's going to go into the Hall of Fame for August, and then we'll do it again in September. The September one is very special because that's when we will induct all of the subscribers that have been successful in getting into the Wrestling Daze Hall of Fame as well. So we'll talk about that a little bit later as well, but let's go through all of the info about Ravishing Rick Rude. So he made his debut in 1982. He retired due to injury in 1994. That's not the last that we saw of him though. He's appeared in WWF, WCW and ECW. His final match was in 1997. He helped out and appeared in a match with ECW, and so it was just a one-off thing though, to tell the truth. He's a 4-time world champion. That's 3 times for WCW, 1 time for WCWA. He did challenge for the WWE and NWA titles at pay-per-view. He co-founded D-Generation X. He was in NWO. He was in NWO Wolfpack and NWO Hollywood. He's the only person to appear on Raw is War and Monday Night Nitro on the same night, which is pretty impressive. Let's go back to the beginning anyway. He worked for loads of promotions at the start, bouncing around, and even in WCCW, right, he formed a short-lived tag team with the Dingo Warrior, who went on later to become the Ultimate Warrior. And the irony of that is some of his most iconic matches are with the Ultimate Warrior. So I just thought it was interesting that they actually were in a tag team together in those early days. 1987 to 1990, he was in WWE. He had feuds with Jake the Snake Roberts and the Ultimate Warrior, as we said. He left in 1990 just as a feud with the Big Boss Man was starting up. But in truth, it was probably the right move, because in 1991, he won the US WCW US title, and currently still has the 2nd longest reign of all time, and that's 14 months. He won the WCW heavyweight title 3 times. Unfortunately, he was injured in a match with Sting and had to retire shortly after. He went to ECW in 1997. He came in as like a masked man, and he was harassing Shane Douglas. He moves over and becomes a colour commentator. And as I said at the start, he helps out in a 6-man tag match, and that's the last match that he actually features in. WWF, he goes back to those guys and helps to co-found DX, along with obviously China, Shawn Michaels and Triple H. He was kind of brought in as an enforcer. He was like a bodyguard. He wasn't used in matches directly. But believe it or not, the Montreal Screwjob at the end of '97 upset Rick Rude that much that he left. He didn't want any part of the company. He thought what they'd done to Bret was absolutely disgusting, and he left. And it's actually this period in '97 where he leaves WWF, goes back to WCW. It's then that he appears on Raw, which has been taped, and on Nitro, which is live, and he appears on both shows on the same night. I can tell you as well, interestingly, whilst he was, I think, in WWF, they were still allowing him to appear in ECW, and so that weekend he appears in an ECW show as well. So in the space of 1 week, he appears on WWF TV, WCW TV, and ECW as well, so pretty impressive stuff. In WCW, he was very critical of WWF, and as I said, you know, he appeared in the NWO, and he was in the Wolfpack, and he was in with Hollywood, NWO Hollywood. Unfortunately, he passes away on April the 20th, 1999, due to heart failure, but what a career. I mean, what a fantastic career. The timing is just incredible. You know, to be a member of DX and a member of NWO and be there during like the kind of birth of the Attitude Era, and, you know, to be there during the Montreal Screwjob and have feuds with the Warrior and, you know, go for that WWF title. I can tell you that WWF title match was a cage match against Ultimate Warrior at SummerSlam. I think, is it 1991? I think it might have been 90. And that was a cage match, which is a really great match. You should check it out if you've got the network or access to that event. Let's go through his achievements anyway, because they are plenty. NWA Southern Heavyweight Champion twice, NWA US Tag Team Champion, NWA/AWA Southern Heavyweight Champion, NWA/AWA Southern Tag Team Champion, WCW World Heavyweight Champion 3 times, WCW US Champion, NWA World Tag Team Champion, Nintendo Top 10 Challenge Tournament. I have no idea what that is. I've never even heard of it. Pro Wrestling Illustrated, PWI, said he was the most hated wrestler in 1992. The 4th best singles wrestler in 1992. He was the 57th best singles wrestler when they ran that kind of poll again in 2003. He was the NWA American Heavyweight Champion, the WCWA Television Champion, the WCWA World Heavyweight Champion, the WWF Intercontinental Champion. He was a Slammy Award winner. He won the Jesse the Body Award in 1987. Wrestling Observer gave him a 5-star match for the War Games in 1992. He was voted Best Heel in 1992 as well. But 3 matches you should check out. So we spoke about one earlier, the Rick Rude Ultimate Warrior WrestleMania 5. Rick Rude against Sting at Clash of Champions 1991. That is fantastic match. You need to watch that match. Rick Rude against Jake Roberts at WrestleMania 4 as well. In fairness, you know, he had loads of great matches that you can check out, but for me, those are the tip of the iceberg, if you will. Yeah, his legacy is absolute. He's a legend. He deserves to go into the Hall of Fame. But in September, you could go into the Wrestling Daze Hall of Fame. 30 people now have successfully been accepted and will be inducted into the Wrestling Daze Hall of Fame, into the subscribers wing. I'm not going to sit here and go through all the details. If you watch the video that was uploaded a few days ago, the subscribers Hall of Fame video, then you'll find all the details and it'll tell you exactly what you need to do in order to be inducted. Some pretty good prizes as well if you are successful. I just want to say a massive thank you as well to everybody that has taken part so far. In truth, I was expecting maybe a couple of people in the first day and then a few people after. I thought that we might get about 20 maybe 30 at a push by the time we get to the end of September. The fact that it's been half a week and 30 people have already gone in just blows my mind. It's absolutely incredible. So congratulations to all of you that have gone in, and for those of you thinking of taking part or currently working your way towards getting inducted, the best of luck, because I'd love to see more of you go in. That is going to be a very special video. I cannot wait to do that. So awesome, that's it from me. Please subscribe if you haven't, really would appreciate it. Congratulations to Ravishing Rick Rude, and congratulations to those 30 that I've been in touch with that will be going into the Hall of Fame in September. And follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Wrestling Daze UK. Give the video a like if you liked it, and hopefully I'll see you again next time. Bye for now, guys.